Millville Commission meeting for February 20th, 2018 at 7 p.m. I call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Santiago?
Here.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Here.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Here.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Here.
Commissioner Cooper?
Here.
I'd like to call up Reverend Rutherford of the Church of Resurrection for the invocation, and also followed by the salute to the flag. Reverend, will you stand, please?
Good evening, everyone. Let us pray. O good and gracious God, we come before you this evening to seek your guidance. This body has been entrusted with the care of this community. May they be guided and governed by your good spirit. May they be led in the way of truth, unity, and peace. May they care for those in distress. May they listen well, give thoughtful counsel, and make decisions that hold your wisdom, charity, and justice, that they may serve and promote the well-being of all people. This we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can we remain silent for a minute, please, in honor of those in Florida of the massacre that occurred at the school? Thank you. You may be seated. This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by law. The municipal clerk is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. Madam Clerk, are there any review changes to the agenda?
There are, Mayor. Resolution item 10 was removed with regard to the Inspira MOU. There's going to be a meeting scheduled to discuss that a little further. The ordinance on first reading, number 7, has an additional title which was added after the publication of the agenda for a property clerk. And we also added 3 resolutions at the work session. One of them was a resolution correcting a clerical error, which inadvertently omitted Lot 54 to Resolution 359-2017. Resolution authorizing the City of Millville to retain PCS under a non-fair and open contract in the amount of $5,000 for IT consulting services, and also a resolution authorizing the release of the city's interest on a Sun National Bank letter of credit, also relating to Block 352, Lot 22 and 54.
Anything else?
No, Mayor.
Minutes, please. Jim?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, move that the minutes be approved.
Second.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Go right into bills.
Also, Mayor, move that the bills be paid after properly certified.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We now open up public comment on agenda items only. Anyone that would like to make a comment on agenda item, please step up to the mic, state your concerns, and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please.
My name is Paul Parecka. I live in Millville. Item number 17 is an ordinance to approve an application by the Holly City Development Corporation for a tax abatement. And I was just curious as to whether the abatement is limited to the business portion of that property, because there's a double aspect to it. 1, business, 2, residential, and Millville does not allow for residential abatement. So is it split out?
Correct.
Mr. Parecka, it is split out, and in about 2 more items, we're going to have the attorney representing them come up and speak.
Well, I just was concerned that the ineligible aspect of property or project, whichever you prefer, is in fact not included, and you're telling me it is not.
It's a great question, and we'll have that answered for you.
Oh, I thought you just had it. Okay, anyway. And number 18 is the resolution canceling the mortgage on 415 Sassafras Street, about which I raised a question at the
Yes.
last meeting. And my question now is it being canceled because it has been paid in full in keeping with the settlement, or is it being just canceled? That was my question last time, and you were going to check the
It was
answer.
paid in
it paid
full.
in full?
Yes,
It was
sir.
paid in full.
According-
Yes, sir.
Yes, according
you.
to the settlement that was made last year.
For $25,000.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Parecki. Thank you, Regina.
Good evening, Commissioners. Angela Broomhall, Millville again. Sorry. I know we discussed this earlier at the work session, but I think I got confused on something. You said the application is the same application, or has it changed? For the abatement, I'm sorry, on ordinance
17.
17.2 for the abatement, is it the same exact application, just it's been resubmitted, or has it changed?
I don't think it's changed.
No, it's been, what was, and again,
Right.
I believe, it was a mistake of law,
Right.
okay, and it wasn't clarified. So what needed to happen was that issue needed to be clarified. It's essentially the same application, but the understanding, and on the record, is that the residential portion of this does not qualify for abatement. The only part that qualifies for abatement is the commercial part of it. That's my understanding. Is that correct, counsel? That's correct. It was counsel, okay.
The residential units, are they upstairs or are they on a different piece of land? Are we? So it's going to be the same land. Is the entire piece of land going to be tax exempt? I mean, because it's above a building. If the downstairs is tax exempt, we're talking about, you know, there's the improvement taxes, and then there's the land value, right? So if the apartments are upstairs, what land is being taxed for that?
Angela, if you give me a second, I was going to go to Mr. Robinson in a little bit, but he can go right now. Can you step up to the mic with you to
Sure.
answer that?
Sure.
Mr. Robinson?
Let Robinson make his comment
Yeah.
first.
Good evening to the commission. My name's Matt Robinson. I'm an attorney in Millville, 2057 Wheaton Avenue. I'm also the attorney for Holly City Development Corporation. ECDC, as you know, Angela, they submitted an application for the 5-year exemption because they have a new construction commercial property. Now, admittedly, there is a residential element to it, and I think that's what created some confusion at the last commission meeting back in December. It was put forth. It was denied. I had a chance to pull the minutes because I perhaps was presumptuous in thinking it was an okay application. In learning that the big issue was that, well, there's a residential unit, therefore it's, quote, an illegal application. Well, okay, so I wanted to make sure I was here tonight in case there were questions from anybody, in case there was any concern, but I thought just for everybody's sake, I made sure to pull the code here. Would everyone, anybody was, had an issue with this. Article 65-14 makes it very clear, subsection B, residential dwellings, multiple dwellings are not eligible for exemption or abatement. The city's sophisticated. It dealt with this issue. It knows that there are mixed-use buildings in the city. So in 65-12, it provides some guidance to the assessor as, well, how would you then calculate any sort of abatement that would take place? In subsection A of that, I'll just read it into the record here. The assessed valuation of the property for the current tax year, whatever the valuation is, minus the amount of the abatement that we're requesting, plus any portion of the assessed valuation of the improvement, conversion, or construction not allowed in exemption. So you take your property, you take out your abatement that we're requesting, add back in what's not exempt, which is the residential component of this property. And that's a calculation that the assessor makes. He actually has until October 1st of the following year, but he'll come in a sophisticated manner and find out what the calculation is in square footage and characteristics to determine what percentage of the total property of the residential unit, which is on the ground floor of the building, all in one building, what percentage that adds up to, and then that will not be, they will pay their full taxes for that. The only component of the building is the remainder. Holly City Development Corporation, just to confirm for everybody here, this is a nonprofit private entity. Its sole purpose, its mission statement by way of its articles, is to provide economic development to the city of Millville, which
Correct.
has done so for the last few years, if not for even longer. and actual results downtown, with buildings being torn down, vacant buildings being torn down, and now with this application specifically to this building, providing economic opportunity, a place for small businesses to develop, to grow, meeting spaces. I know that even half of the business rentals are already filled up from local people trying to get a foot forward in the business community, stimulating local economy, employment. So for all of those reasons, and all of those reasons are listed in the proposed ordinance, which we stand by, we wanted to have this ordinance read and maybe get kind of a thoughtful, thorough consideration tonight. So that's why I'm here. I wanted to kind of give a little thumbnail, and certainly if there's any concerns or questions, I'm available. But with that, we would submit to the commission ultimately tonight to approve the ordinance.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Ms. Brumall?
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to, from what I understand, like the mixed use, it doesn't clarify for residential, right? So it might be like manufacturing and then storage. It's very clear on residential that residential does not qualify under the law. The mixed use is not clear that the residential would qualify, and that's very clear that residential is not eligible for abatements, and it has nothing to do. I am not saying this again, anything against this particular project, because if those of you who followed what I've said here before, I was against the abatement for the storage facility. Storage facility doesn't bring any economic development. It doesn't bring jobs. It's a self-storage unit. It's just there, so it doesn't qualify in the spirit of the law. And the spirit of the law is very clear that residential units do not qualify. So I ask that we reconsider, maybe table it a little bit more. Clearly, the previous commission, 4 of the 5 members thought that it was something that they didn't qualify for. And clearly, according to the attorney and yourselves, their application has just been resubmitted, and it just seems they have new folk to vote on it. It doesn't seem like anything's really different now. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Anyone else? Seeing no one else, I close the public comment on agenda items only. I'll make a presentation. Any other commissioner have any other presentations? Just me? Is there anyone here representing the aviation? No one? Okay. So yearly we do this proclamation, and I'll read this proclamation. Whereas the City of Millville in the state of New Jersey has significant interest in continued vitality of general aviation, aircraft manufacturing, aviation educational institutions or intuitions, aviation organizations, and community airports, and whereas general aviation and the Millville Municipal Airport have an immense economic impact on the city of Millville, and whereas according to the New Jersey State Airport System Plan, general aviation airports in New Jersey contribute more than $1.7 billion to the state's economy. And whereas general aviation not only supports New Jersey economy, it improves overall quality of life by supporting emergency medical and healthcare services, law enforcement, firefighting, and disaster relief, and by transporting business travelers to their destinations quickly and safely. And whereas the nation's aviation infrastructure represents an important public benefit, and congressional oversight should be in place to ensure it remains a public system and serves communities of all sizes. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of the City of Millville do hereby proclaim general aviation a vital strategic resource to the City of Millville, and declare that the month of February as General Aviation Appreciation Month in the City of Millville. Adopted February 20th, 2018, signed by all the Commissioner, and again, our City Clerk, Jeannie Hitchner. Thank you. Just take it?
I want to send it to the
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. So we already did that, Mr. Robinson, old business, right?
Yeah.
All right, Madam Clerk, I guess we go to number 1.
Okay, for old business, there's a resolution which was tabled on February 6th. I need a motion to remove it from the table.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second.
Any comments? We do understand that it was paid in full,
Yes.
correct?
Right, so
Yes.
this is just to remove it from the
To
table.
remove it.
We'll vote on
Okay.
it under
But my
resolution.
comment still
Cancels
was
the
made that
mortgage.
it's paid.
It was already, the payment received and was
Done.
approved back in the fall. This allows us to cancel the mortgage, indicating that.
This is removing it from the table.
Table,
Removing it from
then the
table.
resolution comes later.
I'm ahead of you.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
me too.
It's okay.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Discharge of mortgage, says right.
Okay, item 2 is a report from the purchasing agent recommending award of bid to Vineland Landscaping for landscape maintenance services, lawn grass treatment, and mowing services.
Mr. Mayor, I move to the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? I believe this is an ongoing thing with this company. They've done a good
Yeah,
job.
we're just receiving and filing,
Okay.
receiving and filing the report. Yep.
Still get to make a comment.
Oh.
Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. And item 3, we are going to remove from the table the ordinance which was tabled on January 16th about the salary following promotion.
So, okay.
I just need a motion.
We make a motion?
Yes.
Second.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Petitions and letters, please.
Okay, we have correspondence received from South Jersey Gas advising that JF Kiley Construction has been named their new blanket contractor for Cumberland County, who will now be responsible for the installation of new residential and commercial natural gas customers, gas main and infrastructure replacement projects, and restoration on behalf of South Jersey Gas.
Mr. Mayor, move be received, filed, and approved.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Reports of commissioners. Commissioner Cooper?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And good evening, Millville. Just wanted to reiterate some of the things we talked about earlier at the work session. In the Parks Department, we started spring cleanups in parks and the city and vacant lots. All wooden signs at Corson Park have been repainted and installed back into their places. Once the weather breaks, we will paint the flagpole located across Corson Park. Also, the Parks Department and Streets and Roads worked together to remove 4 trees near the police department. This team worked together to allow for the job to be done in one day. Many thanks to Streets and Roads for their help. Last week, we received a call that there was an issue at Fowler Road, the Fowler Road ramp. We arrived and we found that the northern dock had severe damage. The northern dock currently is shut down. The southern dock had a few damaged areas, but we were able to place plates over the sections for temporary use. We're working with contractors now to replace or repair. Hopefully repair. We ask for the public to please give us some time and have some patience as we make the necessary repairs. And that is it from the Parks Department. Move to receive and file.
Second the motion.
Any other comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes. Commissioner Pepitone.
Yeah, I wanted to point out that the removal of the memorandum of understanding between Millville and the Inspira is due to just learning some more information. There's no issues that have occurred. We're very happy with the service that they provided. It's just to gain more information. I want to make sure that that is out there. And the other thing I want to share is that we received a bill from the SPCA in supporting of that entity. We have some meetings lined up because the cost has increased, and we want to make sure that there's the best understanding that we have of how we're best going to spend the money to help the SPCA. That's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, do you want to receive and file your
Yeah,
report?
please receive and file.
Your fire.
The fire department. Report.
Is that a second one?
Yeah,
Mr.
receive.
Mayor, I move that this report be received and filed.
Second motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
And Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay. We also skipped over Commissioner Cooper's events calendar, which was going to be received and filed.
I thought that was all included.
I'm
No?
not sure. Was
All right,
it-
we can go back to
was it-
Commissioner.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, no, we missed it.
You
Okay.
did?
Yeah, we did.
All right, it's your,
Okay, yeah. You want to read that or?
go ahead,
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
the 2018 City of Millville events calendar.
Okay. Yeah, just move to receive and file.
Second the motion.
any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes, thank you, Regina.
Events go on.
Good catch.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Mr. Mayor, there is no report at this time.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to submit the tax collector's report for the month of January 2018. Move to receive and file.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Trying to get through with my voice. If you have to excuse me, I'm a little bit laryngitis here, like everybody else coming down with something. But we'll get through it.
Stay away.
We are pretty much ready to finalize our budget. I hope that we can introduce it at the first meeting in March. And I've asked, once again, all the commissioners, please contact Marcia Shepard if you have any more concerns about the budget within your departments. And we're more than happy to sit down and give you the final part of it. With that, Mr. Mayor, progress.
Thank you. I'm next.
Do you have something?
Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick comment. We're into our second month, going into our third month. I'm very happy with what our new commissioners are doing and also the staff that we've surrounded ourselves with. I believe we surround ourselves with great people that are in the same position that we're all in moving this city forward. But I would be remiss if I didn't thank the employees of the city of Millville. You know, they're doing a tremendous job. We're up here talking and giving you the information, but all the accolades really go to the employees of the city of Millville who represent all of you and us because they're doing a fine job. They're making our job a lot easier, and I just want to say publicly thank you for all the employees of the city of Millville from every department because you're doing an outstanding job, and I'm very proud of you, and I know that the other commissioners are also. So with that, I'll move on. Thank you. Ordinances on second reading, please.
Okay, we have an ordinance approving and authorizing an application to the Cumberland County Roadway Department for the Millville Lightning Travel Baseball to hold a coin drop on April 28, 2018 and April 29, 2018 at the intersections of Buckshootum and Cedarville Roads.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this proposed ordinance on second and final reading.
Second the motion.
So this is open to the public. Anyone that has any comments or concerns concerning this application for the Cumberland County Roadway Department for the Millville Lightning Travel Baseball Team on a coin drop, please step up to the mic, state your concerns, and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing portion on ordinance number 1. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is an ordinance amending the municipal code of the City of Millville, Chapter 39, Motor Vehicles and Traffic Regulations to add the following parking reserve for handicapped persons. To add 109 West Main Street, first floor, Georgetta Manning.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the passage of this proposed ordinance for the second and final reading.
Second motion.
Once again, we open this ordinance for a public hearing. Anyone that has any concerns or comments concerning the municipal code of the City of Millville, Chapter 39, Motor Vehicles, Traffic Regulations, please step up to the mic, state your concerns, and limit your comments for 5 minutes, and understand this is for a reserved handicapped person. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing on ordinance number 2. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 3 is an ordinance approving and authorizing an application to the Cumberland County Roadway Department for the Millville Babe Ruth Baseball League to hold a coin drop on May 12, 2018 and May 13, 2018 at the intersections of Buckshootum and Cedarville Roads.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this proposed ordinance on second and final reading.
Second the motion.
Once again, we open this up for the public. It's ordinance number 3, authorizing Cumberland County Roadway Department and the Millville Babe Ruth League to hold a coin drop on May 2nd and the 13th on Buckshootum and Cedarville Road. Anyone that has any concerns or comments concerning this, please step up to the mic, state your concerns and your comments, and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing on item number 3, ordinance number 3. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Ordinances on first reading, please.
Okay. Item 1 is an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank in accordance with NJSA 40A:4-45.14 for calendar year 2018.
Mr. Mayor, move for the passage of this proposed ordinance on first reading with final consideration to be given on March 6th, 2018, after due publication provided for by law.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 2 is an ordinance to approve the application and agreement submitted by Holly City Development Corporation for a 5-year exemption or abatement from taxation pursuant to Article 1 of Chapter 65 of the Municipal Code for the project known as Glasstown Creative Enterprise Center renovations located at 14 through 16 Mulberry Street.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this ordinance on first reading with final consideration given on March 6, 2018, after due publication as provided for by law.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Abstain.
Thank you. Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 3 is an ordinance amending Chapter 5 Alcoholic Beverage Control, Article 3, Hours of Operation, subsection 5-10, Sunday hours of operation regarding sale of packaged goods.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the passage of this proposed ordinance on its first reading with final consideration given on March 6th at our next scheduled meeting.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 4 is an ordinance approving and authorizing an application to the Cumberland County Roadway Department for the Millville Girls Softball League to hold a coin drop on June 2nd, 2018 and June 3rd, 2018 at the intersections of Buckshootum and Cedarville Roads.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this ordinance on first reading with final consideration on March 6th after due publication as provided by law.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 5 is an ordinance repealing Article 5 from Chapter 33 of the Municipal Code regarding license requirements to hold events at the Cumberland County Fairgrounds.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this ordinance on first reading with final consideration given on March 6th after due publication as provided for by law.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 6 is an ordinance to amend Chapter 46, Section 12, Salary Following Promotion.
Mayor, move for the passage of this proposed ordinance on first reading with final consideration to be given on March 6th, 2018 after due publication provided for by law.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 7, an ordinance amending the salary ordinance to reflect the following. Delete the following job title: Tax Search Officer, part-time, with a minimum compensation of $1,000 a year and a maximum of $7,558.16. Add the following new title and include the minimum and maximum compensation: Manager of Parks and Grounds with a minimum of $40,000 a year and a maximum of $84,000 a year. Property Clerk with $20 an hour and to $35 an hour. And also change the minimum and maximum compensation of the following existing title: Tax Collector with a minimum of $40,000 and a maximum of $100,000.
Mr. Mayor, move for the passage of this proposed ordinance on first reading with final consideration to be given on March 6, 2018, after due publication provided for by law.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Can we go right into resolutions, please?
Sure. Item 1 is a resolution authorizing cancellation of mortgage for property located at 415 Sassafras Street, Block 431, Lot 7, executed by Elizabeth Nicholas.
Mr. Mayor, move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing creation of a Millville Recreation and Volunteer Committee.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
Any comments?
Yes. First, I want to thank you for your support in this committee. I found that when we walked the streets and when we were campaigning, that I found a disconnection between the community. I found that there were 3 different types of Millvilles, and everybody was pointing the finger at each other that we're better than each other. We're better than those guys out there. That's Center City. We're better than those guys over there. Nobody's better than anybody. We're all one Millville. So what this committee has put together, so we can get together. There's an old saying that says, if you move fast, you move alone. If you move together, you move forward, and you move successfully forward. That's why this committee has been established. I appreciate your support in it. We are no longer 3 different Millvilles, 4 different Millvilles. We are one. When one happens to one neighborhood, it happens to the whole city. We look out for each other. We support each other. My intent for this committee was an act to get us together. I hope that everyone here supports it. The community supports it. You asked for it. You wanted us to get together. Here it is. It's a volunteer committee. I'm not going to twist anybody's arm to be in it, but I would love to see the place packed when we have our first meeting. And I want to hear what ideas you have to make the city better and to let us have a little bit of fun together. All communities working together, having fun with each other, enjoying each other, getting to know each other. And that's what this committee is there for. So I appreciate your support. Commissioners, I appreciate your support in this.
I just happened to glance at the resolution. It's going for a meeting at City Hall Wednesday, March 20th.
It's actually the 21st. Thank you.
Commissioner Cooper, I want to thank you for your words of wisdom. I think it's a good thing to put together. I'm really proud that we're
Well
going to move in
said.
that direction.
Well said.
I'd like to also, Bruce, I know throughout the campaign how hard you work, how hard the whole group here work, but you're absolutely right, about the division of the city. And I just want to personally thank you. It's something that we talked about, and I'm really looking forward to it, folks. Like we keep saying, this is your city, this is your town, and we're here to listen to you. We're listening to everyone. So, again, Bruce, thank you very much for putting it together.
Anyone else? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 3 is a resolution to approve submission of grant application to the New Jersey Department of Transportation for Highway Safety Fund Grant Program for 2017 Safe Corridors in the amount of $13,179.18.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the passage of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 4 is a resolution approving taxicab operator licenses submitted by the following for the calendar year 2018. Anthony Masha and Stephen Overstreet.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the passage of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 5 is a resolution authorizing adjustments to the tax and utility records.
Mr. Mayor, move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 6 is a resolution authorizing water sewer termination on March 19, 2018 due to failure to comply with the utility ordinance pursuant to Section 56-18 of the Municipal Code.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 7 is a resolution authorizing water sewer termination on March 19, 2018 due to payment default pursuant to 56-18 of the Municipal Code.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 8 is a resolution authorizing award of contract to Vineland Landscaping LLC for landscape maintenance, lawn grass treatment, and lawn grass mowing services in the amount not to exceed $38,565.31.
Mr. Mayor, with that, I have a certification of funds from our Chief Financial Officer, Marcella Shepard, for the amount of $38,565.31. Move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 9 is a resolution authorizing cancellation of mortgage for property located at 1021 North Street, Block 274, Lot 22, executed by Melissa and Edward Gandy in the amount of $16,510.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 11 is a resolution authorizing the appointment of Pamela Shapiro, Personnel Officer, as Municipal Safety Coordinator.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 12 is a resolution designating Regina Burke and Pamela Shapiro as individuals who will have access to the Employment Practices Liability EPL hotline provided by the Atlantic County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund, which provides EPL attorney consultation services.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
I have a little comment on this.
Sure.
When you're talking about attorney consultation services, this involves an employee, correct?
It could involve employee liability. It's just a service that JIF offers. I mean, we've never,
Are we paying for this?
no, it's
No.
Free?
free. And in order to use it, you have to appoint somebody to call. Not everybody can call.
Okay.
Would there,
Okay.
In the past, we didn't have anybody appointed, so.
would there be any need for essentially to have the ability to make the call?
It's essentially a free service of your insurance company, and it's a resource you can use if you choose
At
to.
any time.
A lot like your association of municipalities, you can call them for
Right.
a free consultation or something as part of your membership.
But you're saying here we'd have to approve her having the ability to call?
Yes,
Yes.
because not every person
Certainly.
on staff can call and talk to them.
Would there be a need where she would be needing to call sometime?
No, you have to,
I can't hear you, Joe. Say it again.
If you need help in addressing a problem, contact the city administrator. City administrator then will make the call. So we can't have,
Yeah.
I got you. Okay,
200
thank you.
people calling.
That's the funnel.
And sometimes where, you know, you're making payroll and like, you know,
Right.
you're paying out an overtime situation or something, and you wanna know the fair labor act or something, you make a call for that or something like that.
Gotcha.
Only certain people are allowed to call.
Allowed to call.
anyway, so.
Thank you for the clarification.
Anyone else? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 12A, which was an add-on, is a resolution authorizing correction of a clerical error which inadvertently omitted Lot 54 in Resolution 359-2017, authorizing River Club at Millville LLC as redeveloper for Block 352, Lot 22 and 54.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 12B, resolution authorizing the City of Millville to retain PCS LLC of Vineland, New Jersey to perform IT consultant services for 2018 in an amount not to exceed $5,000.
And with that, Mr. Mayor, I have a certification of availability of funds from Marcy Shepard, Chief Financial Officer, the amount of $5,000, and move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second motion?
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 12C is a resolution authorizing release of the city's interest on a Sun National Bank letter of credit related to Block 352, lots 22 and 54.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second motion.
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
New business, please.
There is no new business tonight, Mayor.
You want to go to the...
We've now reached the public comment portion of this meeting. Anyone that would like to address the commission, please go to the podium, state your name, and address your concerns, and please limit your comments to approximately 5 minutes.
Hello all, Samantha Cruz. I do live in Millville, but I have the great honor of being the Millville Parks and Recreation supervisor here for the city of Millville, which I've probably been on record a good 100 times saying I probably have the best job in the city of Millville, which I do. And but anyway, I first want to start out because I have a lot here, and I apologize, but that's because we have so many awesome things going on here in Millville. And that is the number one reason why I am so glad that the commission and everyone seems to be really supporting our recreation and volunteer committee. I've been asking for years to our public, what do you want? What do you want to do? So it's just amazing that I'm hoping this room is packed. I hope I run out of goodies. We are going to provide goodies. Commissioner Cooper and I will.
Hot wings.
Hot wings? I was going with cookies and veggies, but whatever your heart desires.
The
But
mayor's
just,
got the tab. He's good for it.
Oh, thank you, Mayor. You're
Not a
always
problem.
yeah. You know what? You brought the cookies for
Three
Kings Day.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. But I do want to make sure, like always, I get very excited when I'm doing what I'm doing in my office, and I did make the error. It was on my flyer. It wasn't your resolution. It is Wednesday, March 21st at 6 p.m. here in this office, in this room. What I'm asking, if people could please register, there is an online form on our website, and that is so we can let the mayor know how many hot wings he's bringing apparently now. But originally, I wanted to make sure I had enough goodies for everyone. So if you could please just register. If you don't wind up making it that night, that's okay, but I'd rather have more than that enough. So like I said, I do have quite a few recreation things going on, but that is our bigger right now, which is, again, Wednesday, March 21st at 6 o'clock. We do have 3 of our local leagues that are doing all their sign-ups currently right now. So we have Millville Girls Softball. This is the last week for all the leagues that are signing up. I know they always try to squeeze in a kid or two if you need to be, but really they put a lot of hard work in and getting uniforms together and all that. So we really ask that everybody try to sign up on time. So Millville Girls Softball, we have 2 more registration dates left. That is the 22nd and the 24th. Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. And the 24th, which is this Saturday, is 9 to 12 out to Rob Shan Sports Complex. Also, Millville American League is finishing up their sign-ups. They have one more tomorrow night from 6 to 8, Friday 6 to 8, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And that is over at the complex on Sharp Street. And finally, our Babe Ruth League, which is right behind us here for the older kids. It is Friday the 23rd is their last sign-up from 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturday 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Their contact information can all be found underneath the Recreation's webpage. You can feel free to give me a call. I can get you in contact of who you need to talk to get your kids signed up for these sports. Wonderful youth leagues that we have here. I know many of you have been involved with them. They just do a fabulous job. They really do. I'm blessed with a lot of great people in that organization. We got to meet with them a couple weeks ago, and they're ready for another great season. So what you did accept into during Commissioner Cooper's is the annual, we used to do this a lot. Marianne Loads and I used to, or the rec department, whoever, we would get together and do this. So Marianne actually did most of this for us. She reached out to all of our local New Jersey Motorsports Park, Wheaton Village, and got all the different activities and groups that we have going on and put it on one single page. So very nice calendar, and it just proves so much going on. I mean, it's very small. You might need your magnifying glass when reading, but it's all there. Oh, I got 1 minute, apparently. But I do have the winter photo contest.
No, you had a question. You
what's
just had a question.
I had a question.
Joe, no, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Our winter photo contest, we're accepting all the entries up until this Friday, so make sure you get them in. And this Saturday, with Mr. X, we'll be plunging into the Union Lake over there. I'm thinking about charging for spectators, but for entries this year, all that money will go to the Susan G. Komen and the St. Jude Research Hospital. So make sure you just stop out. We love the crowd at that event. And then we do have our Holly City Striders, which is every Tuesday and Thursday from 6:30 to 7:30. So a lot going on. But please, if you want to know more, just give me a call. Available by Facebook, available by telephone, email, it all. So just send me messages, and you might even get one at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Wow. So turn off your buzzer. All right. Once again, I appreciate all the time the commission and all the city employees. And I will tell you, Mayor, your comment of thanking the city employees really does go a long way, because sometimes that's all we need is just to be told you're doing a good job. And I really believe that all of us are doing a good job.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cindy Cook. I'm the 439 Val Lane here in Millville. I am the coordinator of Millville's Code Blue. I thought I would take this opportunity to mention to you a couple things. We began as a grassroots organization 4 years ago, where we bring the homeless people in on extremely cold nights. The temperature has to be 25 or below, or 32 and below with precipitation. We are a warming center. We are not a shelter. That's why we have to have that. We can't be getting one. Every 14 days in a row, we have to move locations. I just want to say this season has been really hard on us. We have so far, now we go until April 15th. So far, we've already hit 40 nights that we have been open with the same core group of volunteers. We've managed. It's been rough, and I've got to say I'm so proud of all of Millville, because not only were we were the only one that was able to stay open on every night we were asked to be open. The other ones, Bridgeton and Vineland, at nights weren't able to. And even a couple times, we were manned up ready to go when they all of a sudden said, no, we can't get enough volunteers at the other two, so they had us stand down. Millville has always been ready to go with the volunteers. It's been rough, but we've been ready. Because of that, we haven't had any incidents yet with our homeless. We got started because a Bridgeton man died 4 years ago. This year, Vineland saw a man die, a homeless man die. Knock on wood. We're doing something right, and I've got to say, a huge, huge bit of that goes to our police. Our police are out there riding the streets. If they see somebody, they bring them into us. Our homeless people know that no matter what, they can call the police or go to the police station. Our Millville residents know if they see a homeless person, they can call the police. We've got the direct line right to the desk, and the Millville police will go. They will pick people up. They will bring them to us so they are safe for the night. All this has got to be thanks to the police and to the residents here in Millville that make sure our homeless are taken care of. We have become a complete wraparound program now with the M25. First of all, we're no longer just grassroots. this year, or last year, I should say, Chris Christie actually signed into legislation for once. Cumberland County led the way. It is now required by state law that every single county in New Jersey has a code blue because of us. We led the way in this march. So if you see anything that says M25 on it, M25 is code blue. It stands for Matthew 2:5. So far this year, we have placed 33 individuals in Cumberland County that were homeless into homes. They now have permanent housing. That's 33 people in Cumberland County are off the streets. This is also because of money that has been donated by citizens and people and businesses here in Cumberland County. We can't do this alone. We require your support. The program they go into when they go into these homes is a complete wraparound program. We take the ones that are drug addicted. We take the ones that are alcoholics or have no jobs. We take the ones with medical problems. We get them counseling on all levels that they need. We help them find jobs. I also have got now the resources that if a homeless person is remaining homeless, they come into us, and we have resource people that come in and help them get what they need to get. We're very proud of the work we do, and I do want people here in Millville to know that a lot of our guests, or previous guests and current guests, that were homeless or are homeless are also volunteering. We have homeless people that do more work and that they're there every night, and they're out there making sure that the job gets done, helping all the rest of us. This is an amazing phenomenon. It's also that we've gotten people off of the streets and into homes. They're coming back and volunteering. So any rumors you hear that these people are deadbeats and such, don't believe it. It's absolutely not true. Okay,
20 seconds.
I just want to say I invite all of you to come over. You don't need a special invitation. As part of the city of Millville, I invite you each, anytime you have the time, to show up at our door. Thank you.
Cindy. Thank you. And I will say Cindy's been there since the start, when we were on Buck Street.
Good evening. Kirk Hewitt, Millville. I see, and hopefully it's a good thing, that the MOU got tabled for some more discussion, meeting. I'd like to reiterate again that the mayor sat through a lot of this in the last commission. So he has an idea of what I'm talking about. A meeting with you guys is great, but I want you to remember one thing. There's one thing you're going to hear almost every paragraph. We do our job, we do it great. You gotta ask questions. We really need to have them come here, the Inspira rep and Mr. Redden, to the open meeting so citizens can come and ask questions. There's a lot of questions. Minor, very minor, but very major. The $35 a year subscription that should be in the mailboxes right now. Everybody should be getting them. They're not going to get them with Inspira. That $35 was an insurance policy. If you needed to call 911 and you had that subscription that has been going on for years with MRS, you didn't pay a bill for service. Inspira is not offering us that. That's a big thing for young and old. The MOU is still troubling me. I'd like to suggest, as has been suggested before, why is this not going out to a fair and open bid process? You will also hear from John Redden and the Inspira rep that nobody will bid for services in Millville. I personally have put miles and miles on, researching, talking. Yes, there are 2 companies out there that are anxious to bid for services, especially now, seeing they've seen a price of $105,000. They want the opportunity to bid for services for us, for you. I had the opportunity, sadly, the other night that I should have taken an ambulance to Inspira. I made the choice between the flu epidemic and everything else. Had my wife take me. Good thing I did, because both of the units that were available that night were sitting at the hospital. They were busy already. And like I said before, when I said last year, I live 1.5 miles from the rescue squad. I always felt comfortable with Millville Rescue Squad, that if I needed them, they'd be there, because they had units available. Since Inspire has taken over, that comfortableness is gone. So there's lots of questions that you, the commissioners, need to ask. Evidently, there's some that maybe have somebody is troubled, and maybe that's why it just got tabled, which is good. But I ask, probably a lot of people ask, why not a bid process? Why not the subscription that everybody in Millville got used to? Like I say, that could be a lifesaver. $1,000 bill for a trip to Inspire Hospital. That $35, and everybody's looking for that envelope, because it's still a discussion around town. That envelope's not coming because Inspira has it. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Ewart.
Paul Parecka, Millville. At the last meeting, I raised a question about the New Jersey Motor Sport Parks compliance with the requirements of the 2% entertainment tax that it has been collecting, and the missed opportunity for the city to capitalize on the use of that money generated by that extra tax. Well, I looked into the situation a little further, and I discovered that the Field of Dreams is also in the entertainment district, and that 2% tax should be collected there and applied to economic development in the city. So in conducting your examination into the entertainment tax at the New Jersey Motorsports Park, the Field of Dreams situation should be included because it's in the district. How much has been collected? How's it been used? Are they in fact collecting it? The real good question is, did the Field of Dreams file a financial plan as required by statute? Because I never saw one or recall seeing that come up for approval. I could have missed it, of course. But they're just a few of the questions to which Millville's taxpayers are entitled to answer. So I look forward to your anticipated responses. Oh, and one other thing about the Field of Dreams. I also can't recall that a final certificate of occupancy was ever issued. And I just wonder how they can operate without a certificate of occupancy. Or if they have one, I'd like to know when it was issued. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Parecka.
Good evening, Commissioners. And my name is Rezika. I'm a resident of Millville. And I just wanted to say it's so pleasant to hear the positive news that is taking place in Millville, like Code Blue and Parks and Recreation, and the meeting on March 21st, 2008. And one thing that I just wanted to say was thank you to the commissioners for displaying unity, diversity, and progress. It really gives me hope to be a resident in the city of Millville, to see this being displayed. And especially as a younger person, to just see positivity, it helps me get through the day, because that negativity, it wears me down. But anyhow, I hope everyone have a great night, and thank you.
Thank you. Anywho. I heard that. You said it too?
Good evening, everyone. Natalie Tyson, Dream Builders, Empire Network, and also Tesla Real Estate. I'm a realtor by profession. But it gives me great pleasure to be here this evening. And again, to the commissioners, we're very excited to be part of this city and, really encouraged with the work that is being done and participation with the community. We are really looking forward to this world-class city, okay? Thank you so much. I knew he looked familiar, but our presence, we were graced with the presence of Mr. Pareka today. I knew he looked familiar, but only after he left, I knew where I recognized him from. We were glad for you to stop by Dream Builders Empire Network, on our city, on High Street. We're here for a long time to come. I want to thank the residents of the city even for embracing us. We've been making our rounds to the different organizations, and the reception has been so very encouraging. We've been invited to the library to help do what we do there. Also, we had an invitation through Rez's business, I Can Wear My Sexy, which is an organization for the empowerment of young women as to their self-worth. And they invited us to the Thunderbolt Academy. We were there on Valentine's Day, and it was a wonderful opportunity. And they've opened their doors to us. They want us to come and help give an alternative type of education to cause the young generation also to know that all of us are born with unique geniuses. And not because our education system is not addressing all the geniuses that a person embodies means that you are just a disruptive person or you don't have any worth. We want to tap into their right intelligences and get the best out of our younger generation. Actually, we need to develop a program that goes all the way down to daycare centers to teach the ideas of dreaming and creativity, that we bring this up front, that our people, our cities can be cleaned up and our people can become more productive as they find their path in life. Because until we find what people are really supposed to be doing, they don't know what to do. So we want to do our part in assisting with that. Also, I really want to remind everyone of Sean Thumb, who is running for Congress. He is from Cumberland County, a young man full of life and vigor, and also, he needs our support. He is the voice of the next generation, the younger generation, and he needs to represent the needs of Cumberland County to Congress. We also invite you to Dream Builders Empire. We meet every Thursday at 7 o'clock for general meeting on High Street, 208 North High Street. Please come out if you can, support, encourage, and we're really glad to be a part of this city. I am so excited that I am part, and I didn't move away when I thought I would, but I am in my purpose in the city of Millville. Thank you all so much for your contribution all the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie.
Good evening, Lawrence Pennington, Joshua Capital Group. I just wanted to thank everyone on the council, especially the new solicitor, Mr. James Schroeder, in the business community, in the investment community. A lot of measurement, because it only takes one mistake to create a situation that's difficult for many people. So you have a lot of responsibility. We believe that there's just a new beginning here. We believe there's new opportunity. We believe a lot of people in the capital markets, a lot of people in the development industry have made a mistake by shunning away. We think you're going to see people coming. We think there's going to be new excitement. We think that we're going to have to be still, measured, disciplined, and careful. Because what we do, we want to make sure we do for good. The Code Blue, that's a mission statement for our group. We're religious-based. We have the same thing, nowhere near what you're doing. I think we only got like 5 people in our system. It's difficult, because a part of them wants to go and a part of them doesn't want to leave where they're at. But, in the spirit of prayer, all things are possible through him and his service. So thank you. God bless you. And we will be here too a long time, I promise. God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Pennington. Bless you. Seeing no one else, I close the public portion part of this meeting, and we'll have comments of commissioners. Commissioner Cooper.
Thank you, Mayor. I feel a special spirit in this meeting here tonight. And it's just something very, very positive to see moving forward. We have so many people that want to do so many things in the city. So positive. I love what I'm feeling here. There's a spirit here that I hope continues throughout our journey, and it just doesn't stop here tonight. I just want to preface the whole thing by saying what this all comes down to is just love. It all starts with a love for each other and a love for our community. And you can see the love that's being brought forward in Code Blue and what Dream Builders is going on. We got the RBC started. This is just about love and civility towards each other. If we work together as we produce and show love for each other, that will continue. There's no reason for us to disrespect each other. There's no reason for us to treat each other badly. Just because we have a difference of opinion, that's okay. We can talk about this. We can talk about those things, and we can come to common agreements. So it's just civility and respect for each other. I was at a meeting a couple weeks ago, League of Municipalities, and one word I kept hearing the whole night was civility. Civility. And this was from mayors and commissioners all around the state. And I don't know why that's so hard, but it doesn't have to be hard for us. Because as we act and we move in love for our city, we'll be able to have that civility, and we'll have the best city. We'll have that world-class city that we all know that we should be a part of. I just want to leave with one quote by Henry Ford, one of my favorite inventors of all time. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. And we can do that as a city. Work together successfully to make this the shining city on the hill. So I just want to leave you with that. And also, we're having a youth summit at Lakeside, March 17th, for children 11 through 14. So if your child is of that age, get them out there. We're going to have all kinds of classes, health and wellness, mindfulness, law enforcement. We're going to have all kinds of classes out there. So hopefully you can get your child out there. We're looking to have about 200 students out there, all from the county, not just Millville. So if you know people in other cities, Vineland, Bridgeton, get them out there to this leadership conference, because it takes a village to lead our city until the next era. And that village starts with our young ones. We don't need to groom them to become leaders when they're 30. They need to start early. So that's what this is all about. Mr. Mayor, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Pepitone?
Yeah, I want to say I echo the feeling that Bruce pointed out tonight. There's a lot of love going on here. There's a lot of belief in the city. And not too long ago when we were campaigning, there was a lot of negativeness that we felt in talking with people. And we had to be the cheerleaders to say, you know what, the city can turn around. Millville's a great city. But with that being said, if we continue to work together, the thing that I said to so many people was the best is yet to come. So if we keep our nose to the grindstone, keep a positive path, continue to work together, I promise you the best is yet to come. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes. Echoing Mayor Santiago's comments and our thanks and gratitude to our city employees here in the city of Millville, I would like to thank the Planning Department for helping to initiate the Community Development Block Grant process, as well as our advisory committee and our consultants and Triad Associates. They've worked very, very diligently to ensure that this first public hearing and that the proceedings do proceed accordingly, and I would like to extend my gratitude to them. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome. Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'll try to be brief anyway, but there is a lot that really could be said tonight, and that's the enthusiasm that we have seen and witnessed throughout this community. Without question, a new day is dawn, and I'm looking forward to being a strong part of that. You've heard some of the positive things that has been started by this administration, and we're going to continue it. It just didn't start January when we were sworn in. This journey started in June, and we worked hard, and we listened to the people of this city. This is your voice that you're hearing right now up here of things that you would like to see within this city. And this is only the beginning. We put a lot of committees together already that you're going to be hearing about. But you're also going to hear about a lot of the nonprofit organizations that we have in our community. We are going to put them all together, and you're going to see that happening in a very short period of time. We've had already outreach to just about every nonprofit organization in the city, and you're going to have some input in what's happening in this community because you are the community. We have thousands upon thousands of people in our city that give a lot of free time to our citizens. A lot of people don't know about them, but we are going to hear about them, and you're going to hear about them here at the City Commission meeting, so that you can all join this team for a new beginning in the city of Millville. This is what we're all about. We're about nothing else but that, to unite this city and to bring prosperity in. And, we are already working on some economic development, things that are going on there. The mayor has been giving us that direction, and we're just enthused. We're very enthused as 5 commissioners with the support that we are getting from the citizens. We really appreciate that. So you're going to hear a lot of other better things, a lot of good news as we go through with this journey. So once again, we just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for those who come to the commission meetings and voice your concern. It's always welcomed. It's always welcomed. So, with that, Mr. Mayor, we can move on.
Thank you. Well said. I heard some important words today that really, really strike me, and I heard diversity, which what this city is about. It's about diversity. We need to bring that together as a city. I also heard unity. Again, a strong word. And I also heard forward. That's what we need, diversity, unity, and moving this city forward. Us 5 here cannot do that, or the entire organization, the city of Millville, can't do that without you, the citizens. So we appreciate you, as we're all saying, bring it on. We're here to do nothing but good. So with that, we're going to move on to resolution.
Okay.
Thank you.
Item 13, we have a resolution authorizing a closed session for the following matters, litigation and personnel matters. The first item is policies and procedures pertaining to personnel matters under the Commission form of government under attorney-client privilege. Number 2 is GGI litigation. And number 3 is Millville versus Merck under litigation.
Mr. Mayor, move to the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalovis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We'll now move into closed session. You want to stand by? We'll be back. Thank you.
You ready?
All right, Madam Clerk.
All right, so the first thing I have to do is amend my resolution that was adopted to go into a closed session to add an emergent matter under John Newt for City of Millville under litigation, and also the a discussion of the forensic audit under attorney-client privilege. So this would reflect the change to that resolution. Can I have a motion to do that?
Yes, so moved. Madam Clerk.
Second.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries for that. We have a resolution authorizing a settlement agreement with John Newt not to exceed $15,000 pending the certification of funds.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. And finally, I have a resolution authorizing a stipulation of settlement with Merck without prejudice.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
And Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. And I just need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
That motion to adjourn?
So
Move it.
moved.
Second.
Any comments? No. Thank you for attending. This meeting's adjourned.
That's all, folks.